But this is what our organization looks like right now. Well, you guys are here, and those of you who have internet access are probably doing some of this right now. Well, I'm going over here and doing a little shopping. We're going to go over here and check out what's happening in town, what's the score in soccer, whatever. Okay, I love this slide. Again, remember, I'm here to warm you guys up. I'm here to give you the business perspective so all the technical people can come in here and really just show you all the cool stuff. Look at these numbers. I think this is interesting. Top victims, the U.S., 73. But Malaysia's not on here, by the way. Top attackers, this is, by the way, according to TrustWave. Right? This is their statistic. I like TrustWave's work. However, there's an interesting trend here. The U.S. is 29% of all attacks. Where's China? You always hear in the paper, and of course you guys are stuck watching CNN, the worst news agency in the world. China, 3.9% of the problem. Well, where's all the problem? So statistics can tell you all kinds of things, but what does it mean to you? What does that slide mean to your business? It means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And the reason I put that slide in here is because so many times you'll hear presenters talk about these big global statistics and analyses. They mean nothing to your business. What matters to your business is if your website gets spoofed and somebody else is getting the traffic that you're supposed to have. Paul was talking about this, and I'll bring this up later. Paul was talking about the idea from a business perspective that if a website for a manufacturing organization goes down, in his case he was referring to a car. If an auto manufacturer's website is taken out because of a DNS spoof, let's say that they didn't do the homework and maybe they were running an old server, didn't have it patched properly, whatever, and that data or that information was rerouted for a whole day, and it takes, you can produce 400 cars in one day. The board doesn't care about the DNS spoof. They don't care that the website was down. They care that they lost 400 cars worth of revenue for the day. And that's how you translate technical talk into business talk. So a slide like that, this, while interesting from a statistic perspective, and again, it's just a statistical analysis, doesn't answer problems right now for your business. It just kind of gives you a picture of what is happening in the world around you. That could be important if you're going to do business in those places. Okay. And I'm trying to move a little faster because I know we started a little bit late, so I don't want to take any time away from the leaders. All right, a lot of hotspots. These are top risks. Think, when you look at these slides and you see them in your presentation handouts, think about saying, in my business, with my business, to my organization. Think about that in these phrases, okay? Inconsistent messaging. It's one of the top 5 issues with respect to risk that you have to address. These aren't even security issues. These aren't even technology issues. But if you don't get them here, by the time it happens, you won't know what to do. I've seen, and the reason I'm presenting it this way is because this is what Malaysia has told me and our company over the past couple of years. Here's another issue, damage to brand reputation. What's that cost you? Introduction of malware. These are risks, identity theft, right? Business and individual level. And of course, leak loss. That's not happening in the news right now at all, right? Nobody's stealing anything. Okay, the first one, inconsistent messaging within my business, right? Does your organization have a value, vision, mission, and purpose? Again, I'm starting at the ground floor. When we as a consulting organization go into a client, before we start talking about controls, and firewall settings, what routers you're using, what server, we want to know, how does your organization run? We like to ask questions. Right? It's important to find out what you do before we come in and tell you what we think you need to do. Right? You should be doing this as well with respect to your leaders. Does our organization have a value, vision, mission, purpose? They're going to say, well, what the heck kind of question is that? Well, we'll tell you why. Because if you don't keep it simple, if it's not elegant enough for everybody to understand what you do, it's open for interpretation, which means the rest of your organization is probably open for interpretation as well. If you're trying to be 4 or 5 different things, you've probably got 4 or 5 different policies to do things as well. That's risky business. Does everybody know how your operation works and what they do? How do you distribute the assets that you have or the message that you have with respect to your mission and your organization? You do it online. With respect to your value, your vision, your mission, and your purpose, do you have organizational support at the top? And does it align with the board of directors? See, again, we're not even talking technology. We're not talking about spam and malware and all that stuff. We're talking about core business 101. You've got to start there.